Really, Kubo? You're getting dark right now. Okay, guys, so this is for the latest chapter in Bleach, and this thing just got pretty intense. Um, some of you might notice I'm looking down at my camera because, like I said, until I can get a new camera, it's kind of bipolar, I guess. Like, it needs a certain amount of light, but if you put too much or too little, it needs, it, it gets really laggy as some of my videos have been. So yeah, it's kind of irritating doing this. But anyways, it should be fine, not a big deal. Um, so we get to see what I'm curious about with Soy Phone, but Hitsugai and Soy Phone's death apparently, and so apparently their spiritual energy could not be felt, or their pressure couldn't be felt. Um, Housewitz was about to attack, or so we think, but was stopped and in place by that Kido until it was given away when he asked her, you know, do all the other captains have this? No, just me. And so it's like, why? That just seems like something you don't tell. I mean, that's like saying, do all your bases have nuclear weapons? No, no, not at all. Not at all. Although I think Houseworks needs to be able to communicate with everyone just for that to happen. But I actually feel like Housewits won't be so evil, so to speak. I mean, either Uryu is gonna be, something between Uryu and Auschwitz that Housewits that doesn't seem, normal. He doesn't seem to. He just does it because he's told. But he might either give in or he might try to take over as Java Hut's place and kill Java Hut. But I don't know. So we got that, and I guess get a little up close and personal. So we get that, and then we get see that it stops the Quincy abilities, which is very interesting because I'm a huge fan of Kido. I'm also avid kind of never mind, don't worry about it. uh, I'm an avid role player for forms, but that's not a huge deal. But I like to use Kido in my Bleach one, so I'm like and I like to study. I guess you could say study because how each of their abilities work, and I guess is very interesting because it's like almost like a Cero could be doing that, like a custom Cero. But I find it very interesting, how the Kidos work, and I'm surprised that no one ever uses them. It's like you get like people like Urahara who will use it. He doesn't even go in Bankai. He just uses Kido. I like that. He beat Aizen, of course. What a troll, biggest troll ever. But he basically beat Aizen with Ichigo by using a Kido, and I think Kidos are the huge thing to win, and I think this is where Kubo is going to make them learn, like, hey guys, I don't think we should keep using our Bankais. Maybe we should use something else, and they're going to start using their Kido. Mix a Kido with your Zanbakuto. You might be able to increase it phenomenally because it gets pretty intense. So throw up a couple of Hado 90s. I'm sure a Kirishitagi or whatever will kill a Quincy. I wouldn't doubt it. I'm gonna do this real quick. This is a pain in my ass, literally. Okay, so that's not laggy, is it? Yeah, I'll probably have to do this again. And so, God, screw my life. Full screen. So basically, aside from that, we get a big explosion or some kind of looked like a rock was being thrown towards them, and I was like, oh my god, someone throwing a boulder towards them, and then it explodes. I'm like, oh, probably it was a bunch of smoke. So I guess Soifun was killed right along with Hitsugai. Hitsugai, I highly doubt he was killed. First of all, being killed off cam or off, off from eye, so off cam kill, off page kill, whatever you want to call it, off panel, yeah. Being killed off panel does not seem legit, and I highly doubt Kubo's like that. Usually he'll show people killing. No, he's doing a good job. I just don't think they're dead. I mean, we saw this with Byakuya. We've seen since Bleach started, we've seen people, oh, his spiritual pressure, I can't feel it. He must be dead. They're not dead. Okay, that's just being retarded. No offense to anyone, but not being able to feel it isn't. That's just retarded. We've seen this going on since the very beginning of Bleach, so I highly doubt that. I sat and I saw on the bottom of the page said end, even though I thought it was the last page, but it really wasn't. I was like, Uraha's secret to winning the war, helping the captain. It's like, oh, Grimjow. And I was like, no, Bankai. It's like, oh, you're trolling again. So it's like, come on, give us him. I actually think, guys, that maybe at some point, I highly doubt it though. Maybe we will get Grimjow, so that's pretty cool. But what if he tries to revive somehow? Because Inore is with them, so Inore might be like asking if he can do that. So reviving Yukiura, maybe as something else, or even just as his former self. So it'd be interesting if seeing him revived in any way. Although it'd be kind of strange to see him killing people off like that. Even though all he has to do really is just throw that damn sphere, since it's fucking nuke size. That's not a huge thing. So basically, we get to see the supposed deaths of Hitsugaya and Soifo, and then we get to see, the new Bakudo. Yeah, a new Bakudo barrier type seal. A new Kido, basically. And Hauschwitz, we get to see him a little bit. Still no Jabba Hodge, no Uryu, no Ichigo, nothing. So it's pretty decent. I just feel like, Kubo has these, it's like a pizza slice, You have each little section, and he's just focusing on that and finishing that off near death or whatever. And then he goes to the next, and then he goes back. So instead of like, Kishimoto, where he's just doing Naruto, Sasuke, Naruto, Sasuke, Naruto, both. He has kind of like maybe an order going about. I want to see Kenpachi. I want to see Ichigo, and I want to see all these people, but it's really a war. It's not the Shinigami are kicking ass, they're getting their ass kicked, which is good. It shows that this is a war, and I'm interested in this. So this helps a lot. I'm really loving it so far. I just want to see the rest of the Soul Society. I want to see Byakuya, because if he gets his ass kicked again, yeah. Me and Kishi are gonna, or me and Kubo are gonna have a talk. Because I don't know about you guys, but Kubo's been known to kind of troll a little bit, maybe subconsciously when he makes his chapters, but he does it. There's some things, it's just like, I don't even know. Just at least bring Aizen back and just do something. I mean, he's just sitting down there. It just seems unlikely. Some things just seem a little unanswered to me, and I feel like this chapter, just by itself, was okay. I would give it probably a 7 out of 10. We get to see the war and all that, but it's still, I feel like we're just going in circles almost. We get head captain commander Hitsugaya so far. Then it goes back, and then now we're back seeing Hauschwitz again. So, we're kind of going in circles, and I want to say a little more. So hopefully we'll get some more next chapter, and not, with, Urahara being mentioned. I'm really curious to see what Kisuke will do. So hopefully, or I'm hoping actually, since I always say that in every review, I'm hoping that I get to see some more combat from the others. Like, where is everyone? So far, it just seems like Busby versus Hitsugaya, and then BG9 versus Soifo, and Captain Commander and the Quincy, I guess you could say, the semi-Quincy leader, other than Java Hodge or whatever, fighting, I guess, so to speak. And that's all we've had in, probably 3 months? Not 3 months. I want to say probably just a month and a half since the whole giant break. So, I wouldn't, there's some things disappointed me, and, I would like some answers. But that's me. So hopefully next chapter we get some better. As always, I'm Shisco. Have